What's going on, guys? My name is James Van Hook. This is Hoops on the Brain. I am the athletic director and head basketball coach at a small private school.
And I'm Jason Campbell. I am the head basketball coach at a public school.
We are doing this because we worked together for 5 years as assistant coaches, and our careers went very different ways. The same year, I left a large public school as an assistant to come here and be the head basketball coach at a small Christian school, and then that same year,
I became the head coach at a different school in the same district of the school where we had just left. And it was great because all the information that we learned at the time, we had an opportunity to take the things that we learned and then start to implement the things we learned, the things that we liked, and again add our own philosophies and interests into our programs.
Yep. So we're doing this now. We're in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic, and a lot of people are going through some very difficult times. My brother is a doctor in New York and is on the front lines of this. But where we are, our biggest thing is we miss being on the court with our guys. Miss the squeaking feet, the ball bouncing, the ball going through the hoop. And with this time on our hands, we wanted to get together and just talk about things as coaches that sort of vex us and things we've learned through difficult lessons. So for the first episode, we want to go 1,000-foot view. What is your coaching philosophy? What does that need to sound like in a job interview? Jason and I have been to a lot of clinics together, and there's a lot of information we take in. If you asked where I heard it, I wouldn't be able to tell you, but what I heard from a very relevant collegiate coach was your philosophy shouldn't be just naming the offense and defense you run. You actually come across a little small-minded if you do that. Your coaching philosophy is the things that you value most on the basketball court.
I think that when it comes to philosophy, again, like Coach was saying, you should never be tied down to a particular offense or a particular defense. It is much deeper, or should be a little bit more sophisticated than that in a very simple sense, if that makes any sense.
It doesn't.
Okay.
So with that being said, a coaching philosophy just being built around the few things that you love to see on the court the most, the things you value the most, that you maybe value as a player or you come to value as a coach. Jason, what are those sort of core things that you try to build your teams and your offenses and defenses around?
I try to build the offense around the three-point shot, and defensively, I want you to sacrifice for your team, meaning I'll do all the hard work, take the charges, out-rebound, hustle for every loose ball, do all the hard things that nobody wants to do, and have that mindset as a team.
For me, and I'm with you on the three-point shot. The three-point shot, we still haven't seen how much it's going to change the game. It's still changing. For me, everything's predicated on attacking the basket. Offensively, I want to attack the basket, teach kids how to make good decisions once they touch the paint, to throw to the shooter, drop it off to the big, or score the basketball themselves. Defensively, it's the inverse. I don't want you attacking the basket when we're on defense. I want to make you shoot the analytics nightmares, the tough twos, no open threes, no layups, the opposite of the things we're trying to get. Along with attacking the basket comes getting to the free throw line. And for some reason, I always feel like my team never shoot free throws well. I always feel like everybody shoots free throws better than us, but we get to the line quite a bit. Now, how we do these things, how you get your three-point shots, how I get kids to attack the basket, how you teach your kids how to sell out and be helpful to their teammates, how I build my defense to keep guys from attacking the basket, how we do that is irrelevant. Because year after year, what happens to the team?
They change.
Teams change. Teams are constantly changing. The abilities change, their personalities change, the dynamic of the team changes, and you've got to put kids in different spots based on their strengths and weaknesses.
Absolutely.
So guys, as you develop your coaching philosophy and you come to fall in love with the things you value on the court, don't base your philosophy on a certain offense or a certain defense. Find the things you value and then build around that and around the skills of your kids.